Boom. I had to have a turkey sandwich. I haven't had lunch because the winds have kicked up. So I want to get my shower in, you know what I'm saying? Hi, Jan. Hi, Melanaline. Hello, Truth is Freedom. Sultry, Cindy Lou. Who? Shelly Ray. Sarah B. Erica. Sparkle Rabbit. Maybella. Net Detective. Yes, Foodie Beauty is boring as watching paint dry. Bella Sky. Melinda Ado. Aquarius Moon. Yes, that's why we're doing it. Janie, it's freezing there. Yeah, it's 4 degrees, negative 15 wind chill. But that was hours ago, and now the wind's kicked up, so it's probably colder, but I'm telling you, it is cold. Hi, Rain, Jarella. Yes, my power's still on. When I heard the wind start howling, because I think maybe not that they overshot their prediction of how bad it was going to be. It could be, though. It could be just we're behind because they did say Friday into Saturday. So we'll see. Yep, not in the van yet. Thank God. Hi, Christy Blue. I had like this troll on TikTok because I put up a video and it says before the storm, right? Because I wanted to do a little compilation, right? See how bad it gets. So that's when we had like 2 inches of snow and it was just starting. And I said, right before the snow. And then I did that, here we go, here we fucking go, right? And then this account, right? Big old titty girl in a bikini top. She's like, good job there, Sherlock. And I'm like, what? What does that even mean? Right? And then people were putting comments in. They're all, why you have to be so rude? Like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, don't even engage. But then I'm like, fuck it, let's engage. I said, listen, if those boobs weren't draining all the blood from your brain, you would have read that it said before the storm. I like to be funny when I'm trolling back. Southeast Texas, 25 degrees. Well, it's 4 here. Hubby, he got called in this morning. He just tell me what time he'll be home. Good morning, Nana Flower Power. Sarah B. The YouTube world is a funny place. But sometimes people get like way mean and way ugly. And they get emotionally involved in each other. It's really weird. So we don't do that because, first of all, it's juvenile to me. Second of all, I just don't think, you know what I mean? Like they're pretending. I feel like they really hate each other and then the chess pieces move. Like these people get together, then this one strays off, goes to the enemy. Like, what? 6 degrees in upstate New York. All right. Good for you, Clove. You're lucky. I'm fine with it. It really doesn't bother me. You know what I mean? I just don't want to lose power. Other than that, it can do whatever the fuck it wants. I mean, it could just blow up to the top of my door. Because next weekend, it's going to be 51 degrees and rainy. So this shit'll just be gone. Oh my God, I love the Focus. I ordered a whole case of it. But it won't be here until Wednesday, so I had to buy a few bottles. I only drink like a half of one, right, a day. So they last forever when I order them. Anyway, so I'm going in blind. In fact, I've learned a lot of things about YouTube. Don't snipe a creator live because they can literally file a report and take you down while you're live. And they have the right to do that. So you either download it and react to it, or you go find a clip channel that downloaded it and broke it up for you. And that's what I like to do because I like to give the clip channels the views. You know what I'm saying? I do. I like to give the clip channels the views. Now, if you didn't see this, I should, you know what? I should play this. Thank God for Mo Translate. Mo translates for us, so we don't have to. All right, guys, get out your weather reports. -17 in middle of West Virginia. Stay safe. We have lost power a few times already. If I don't get back online before then, okay, freaking the sheets. Listen, I got everything. Listen, I even got Wi-Fi. Already charged. You know what I'm saying? I got power banks charged. I ain't worried about that. My brand new jug I bought, a 6-gallon one, I filled it all up and I had it sitting in the sink, and I told my husband, take that out. Can you lift that out of the sink? It's really heavy. And just put it in the bathroom. You know what I mean? In case we got a, bathtub shit, whatever. Anyway, in case we need to use it, pour it in the toilet so you can flush it, right? He lifts it up and the whole seam is leaking. He says he can fix it, but it pissed me off. -4 in Kentucky, -8 in Indiana. Is that wind chill? Wind chill, people? I don't want to fill up the tub. Yeah, I ain't shoveling nothing. I'm not. I don't even care. I moved my car out of the freaking driveway. I don't even care. At least where I'm parked, I can get out. The van's still here. -8 wind chill, -30. Oh, -8 and wind chill is -32. Damn, Cindy. Yours is -8 outside, sultry. Okay. Wind chill in central Ohio is -41. You moved your car too? Yeah, I ain't shoveling shit. Because we'll get plowed out, but it'll probably take till Monday. I ain't sitting around waiting for that. And I ain't going to have a heart attack trying to, those were the young days when I couldn't wait to go shovel. Great cardio. But at this age, in this cold, no. I haven't even found my hat yet. Always coming in with the kills, aren't you, Chef Leftovers? 80 in South Florida. It's all right. You guys are getting cold. You're going to get like 35 degrees. Ha ha. 45 all the way down in the Keys. Starting tomorrow. And overnight. Ha ha. Now, well, what I tell you? You see lizards falling out of the trees. You're supposed to leave them alone. I wouldn't be able to. I would have like this heat lamp. I would have a blankie. And I'd be picking up all the lizards and the geckos. Just putting them in a warming blanket in a box. Y'all just stay inside with me until it's over, and then I'll let you free. I would too, because I love them. Hi, gal. You have a Merry Christmas too. I can see you. I'd keep them warm, yeah. Don't tell me to leave them alone. Sitting there all catatonic. No. I'd be picking them all up. I'd be doing a rescue. We have to deal with this for 2 days. Yep. All right, so if you haven't seen Mo Translates...
Ready ho jao.
Shut it. We got to get through this commercial and I'll show you. So if you didn't see Natter's community post after Foodie said she's going to take him to court as soon as she gets home. Listen now, I have my theories on all of this, and you know I do. Relax, sister. Yes, the wind is just now starting to gust here, so I figured I'd go live. I took my shower, blew dry my hair. I have all my laundry done, all my dishes done. Everything's ready in case we lose power from the wind. So, yeah, the wind started gusting and howling, and then it stops, and then it does it again. I'm like, you know what? This is a good time to take a shower before it becomes sustained wind, or it may not. Our meteorologists are a little, they want to be a part of everything. But we want to be a part of the storm. So they started making their videos. This chick's out there. You can't see the flag flying because it's in front of me. But I'm telling you, it's windy. Her hair ain't even moving. I'm like, shut up, you high school graduates. Don't even have a degree in meteorology. I always yell at everything. I love it. I troll everything I watch because I have to react. It's just who I am. Yeah, and the lights, they'll dim and shit. So, yeah, I'm just ready. Made sure everything's still plugged in. All right, let's be done with the weather, okay? Because it is what it is. It just is what it is. Let's have fun before I lose power. Now, this is Mo Translate. If you're not subscribed, please do. Don't let it give you anxiety, Christy Blue. Don't do that. It's wasted energy. You could be using that energy to be prepared. You always got a car to leave in, right? Then you'll be fine. All right, so Nader put this up on his community post, right? And he wrote it in a way, right? I'm going to actually mute because I want you to read it when it's translated. I don't want the words. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So Mo Translate's going to translate this into English for us. This was to Chantal. So here, or no, to Sala. This was to Sala from Nader. Dear Sala, love Nader. So when it gets translated, because Foodie said she's taking Nader to court when she gets home. And I have theories. That's why I want to play this for you. Well, it's written out. Come on. Oh, she's got it on. She's talking. It's written out Arabic instead of the symbols. Yeah, I have my own theories, I'm telling you. We have 36 days till our girl comes home to Canada. Yes, Chantal's been poking at Nader. Nader's been poking at Chantal. And I'm going to tell you my theory, and you may agree with me. You may agree with me. I have epiphanies when I'm in the shower. Just saying. There's the link to Mo Translate's channel. If you'd like to go give her a sub. You thought your eyes were going bad? Okay, here we go. So this is what it says. And you son of a cuckold, dumbass salad. God. Oh my God. So that's what he was saying. He's saying this to Sala. Get control of your woman. If you do your job, she'll never try and think of me. And come in my chat to tell my girl that I'm her man. Climb that mountain, you goofy loser. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Well, listen, we got to give Nader one thing. He is funny as shit. when he gets on a roll. He was talking in Arabic last night and laughing his fool head off. And Didi didn't even know what he was saying. Oh my God, it was so funny. So I'm pretty sure Mo Translates will be translating in English subtitles what he was saying on his live stream last night. But he was laughing his fool head off. So anyway, yes. So let's get into it. Oh my God. YouTube's the best, man. So this is Just Saying right here. And it's one of our favorite clip channels. And they also have an archive of all the stuff she's deleted. So not all of it, but most of it. So we have a lot to, we can have fun with till she gets home and proves my theory. But I'll tell you my theory. Let's let her yap about it. Right? Let's let her yap about it. She's in her hijab, her in a baya. You know, she's finding her inner peace with Allah. Right? Yeah, that's what she tells us. So let's just see what's up in Kuwait. Been a while, girl, since we've been in the dorm room.
You never know who's watching you, but won't admit it. I wouldn't admit to watching me either.
Here we go, guys. No one cares.
You know what, Mimi? I don't miss the snow. Like, my family sends me pictures of, like, things buried under snow. If you had peasant, I'm, like, on a bad sleeping pattern right now. I guess like whenever you just like don't work a normal job, like I don't, you just kind of get used to just doing whatever you want and like.
But you could go to the gym. Like, there's a lot of things you could do in Kuwait. I feel like you're doing the same thing you do at home. You just sit and go live. Oh my God, I would want to go home. I'm just saying. I mean, there's other things you could make a list you could be doing at home, especially just spontaneously getting in your car and taking a ride. Screw that. I would not want to be trapped into some small space all alone. In fact, that happened to me when I was in Illinois, staying in that Class A motorhome while my husband was at work with the car. I was losing my shit. Like, I wanted to go home and never come back.
That can be a good thing and a bad thing because you have to like discipline yourself to really, you know, whenever you have a boss, you have that fire underneath you that's like somebody's like, you know, do this, you have to be here at this time. Who am I kidding? Even when I was working, I was tardy a lot, especially for morning jobs, you know.
I could see that.
I would be late a lot, especially for like early morning. Like, ugh, look at this hijab style. It's very messy. But it was that guy from Star Wars. But like the thing is I was lazy and I was like, I should go live. I haven't gone live and talked to my beezers in forever. Whichever bees.
In forever? My God, weren't you never stay off social media. You were on a panel with DC and Nags. You were in their chat every live they're on, and Salah. I mean, you're both like, what do you mean? And then, I mean, really, has it been that long since she's been live? I don't know, because I don't pay attention anymore. I like to go to the clip channels.
Beezers are still left. Hi, thank you. There's a lot of you guys.
She made that comment, didn't she? Oh my God, hi, there's a lot of you guys. Is she doing open chat now? Because the Beezers are like down to nothing.
30 p.m. here, and I have to be at work for 7 a.m. in downtown.
Hi, Trailer Park.
Ottawa. Ew, downtown Ottawa. I don't miss that word either. Well, have a good day at work.
I seen Natter's intro. He's moving on up to the top. To a east side, or no wait, to a luxury apartment in the sky, something like that.
I hope you don't have too many emails. And for me, the most daunting thing about showing up at work in the morning, this was my routine. Like at the hospital, my last job, I'm sweaty.
Well, I don't know if he was playing the intro. Oh my God, that was funny, by the way. It was funny because he was so excited to show the intro, and then it was just like screwing up and stuff. Then he finally showed it, and I was like, is it playing on a loop, or is it too long? Because your intro should not, unless you're like waiting for the stream, and I hate that shit. I will not. If your intro lasts longer than 20, 30 seconds, I'm out. I can't do it. Like, so you schedule a live, and then we got to sit for 5-10 minutes until you decide to come on camera. I won't even watch people like that. Nope. Or you take intermissions, right? In the middle of a stream, you go take an intermission? What is this, the fucking Johnny Carson show? Oh my God. No, thank you. I'm out. I'm just one of them people.
I
used to watch a channel that had a 1-hour intro. Yeah, no, thank you. I'm sorry, my time is valuable. They're rock star.
go to the volunteer cafe. I worked on the second floor in like the geriatric unit. So I go to this like volunteer place. I love hospital volunteers. There's just something so benevolent and friendly about them. So
what?
I would get a Colombian, which was still pretty weak. It was like cafeteria coffee, but whatever, and a muffin, like a whatever kind of muffin, cranberry or whatever. And I would go into my office and I would sit down and I would open my email, Outlook, and there would be like 1,000 million emails.
I worked in a hospital too, but I took care of actual patients. And then I became a unit clerk where I had to put in all their test orders, their stat labs, and all that stuff. Yeah, I could never have worked down in registration in the lobby. No, thank you. That's the most annoying. Everybody annoys you all frickin' day. No, thank you.
And I would pick and choose which ones I can put off till the next day.
So what'd you say? Yes, if you use your headphones during this, I heard you can hear people and kids and cell phones ringing in the background. So I think you can hear dishes crash at some point. Oh my God. Paper thin walls.
Yeah, I hated working. I gotta admit, I have no work ethic.
Listen, if the government was even questioning these two, they wouldn't even have to put a glass against the wall, would they? They could just stand in the hallway. And you know what I mean? Hear everything they say. No wonder why she whispers. Yeah, I think like there's a big kitchen or something because you can hear dishes banging. Now I know why they wait till the middle of the night when people are sleeping. Do you see all the little nuggets that come out? You could hear everything next door and Jan.
I worked my whole life, so I must have gotten through it somehow.
You worked your whole life. When did you stop working? When you started YouTube? Like 7 years ago? And you're only 38? So you worked your whole life? What, 10 years? Shit, girl, I worked 40. She done now. I put in my time. You know how well, you're in Canada. So God only knows. But you got to put in your time here in the United States to get any Social Security.
Chantal, Pete needs to clean the Kia tonight or it will be encased in ice. I keep forgetting to ask him to do it. Can you guys ask him?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Can you guys go reach out to Pete?
I think you will, but many visas have dumped ship, it seems. Yeah, I think people are just weirded out by my changes. Like, I get it, because here's the thing. Let me say something before I catch up on comments. I was watching...
I'm telling you right now. Should I tell you my theory in advance so you can pick up, we can all pick up together that I'm right? Actually, I created my theory from what Natter's doing and Dee Dee and what Chantal said she's going to do when she gets home. Okay, so if you didn't know, Chantal said when she gets home, okay, Dream Big, I got you. Here we go, here we go, here we freaking go. Okay, so this is what started it. She said when she gets home, she's going to file police reports against Natter for sharing pictures that were actually on an OnlyFans account. Even though she's saying one of them was a private picture she sent him personally, and that's called revenge pawn. We'll say pawn, okay? So I'm like, but she loves Natter's attention. And the fact that he even kept her pictures probably is like an open window to her. Anyway, so I'm thinking, well, why would that even bother you? It wasn't even nudity. It was like a blanket pulled up. And we've already seen that picture kind of in his bed where they had their heads together, right? And she had the sheet up under her armpits. So what's the difference, right? Okay, so anyway, I was taking that. She's going to go home. She's going to file a police report for harassment and bullying on FFG. Now, if you notice, she's only going to handle people in Canada because she ain't coming to the United States to a court case, right? And they can't make us go to Canada. So she did say she's going to go after FFG and Natter when she gets home. Now, we already know she's mad at FFG because either FFG's calling out some truth berries or she's just sick of the hatred, right? Which they do hate each other, by the way. That's obvious. So anyway, and then, of course, the Natter thing. So then Natter starts going live and saying things about how much he hates her and Salah needs to get control of his woman. And okay, here's my theory. No, I don't think they hate. Oh, you mean FFG? Yeah, definitely hate there. Well, of course she ain't going to do anything. We know this. She was going to shut down Monty when he sniped her. She never did. There were so many things, right? So many things. Been going on forever. How much she wants to shut everybody down. We've heard this a million times, but this new... Okay, she was in Natter's chat a month ago. 3 weeks to a month ago. Basically saying if she wanted Natter back, she could have him, and Dee Dee knows it. She was saying a lot of shit in his live stream. And telling Dee Dee that she can say anything she wants about her because she stole her man. Snipe means if she was live right now and I just started covering her live stream, that means you're taking away her views. Let her have her views and then wait and then cover it. Monty used to always snipe her streams, like right when she was doing them, and that used to upset her, which I don't blame her. I really don't. So anyway, I bought my Flonase, but I forgot to use it. Hold on. Oh my God. So anyway, she says, Blah, blah, blah. This is what she's going to do when she gets home. Okay, here's my theory. Are you all ready for it? Nobody wants to look at her. Hold on. Look at me. Look at me. Okay, Burgundy Rose. This is what I'm thinking. So, this is the generic brand, but it was marked down from $16 on sale. No, from $19 on sale for $4.97. Ha ha! So anyway, here's what I think. Everybody ready? Thumbs up. And then we're going to look for the nuggets that might support my theory. It was a good score, yeah. I should have got a couple, but there was only one left. So there's that. Okay, so thumbs up. Come on. There's 227 of you. There you go. Come on. You can do it. Anyway, that's just fun. Anyway, so I'm going to tell you. I don't like the generic because I don't like the sprayer. And yes, it's mine. I don't share it with anyone, so mind your business. Even though I have alcohol swabs, I usually wipe it down with before the next use. All right, here we go. So here's my theory. I think, allegedly, in my opinion, based on newest events, which means 36 days before she flies home to Canada and lands in Montreal, which the airport is 10 minutes from Nader and Dee. Okay. Yes, it really helps. Even if you got a virus coming on, use that and your neti pot, and you will get it. It won't be as strong when it goes through your body. I'm just saying. Get it while it's here. Anyway, so we have 36 days. So the window is tightening, right? And we know she wants to go home. I don't give a shit, in my opinion, what she's saying in Kuwait. I just love it here. I hate the snow. I'm not looking forward to that. Oh, my God. But we're also paying attention to her saying, oh, my God, I have so much stuff to do when I get home. I got to take the cats to the vet. I got things I got to do. I got to get done. And pay attention. She's trying to convince Salah that she loves it there and leaving him is going to be so hard. Yeah, and he has her passport, but he has to give it to her to go home. When he takes her to the airport, he has to give it to her because she's on a tourist visa. Okay, and that will expire. She can't go home early. I don't think she can. I think it's part of the arrangement. So anyway, now, I mean, everything's been like, you know, whatever. You can tell when she would get in a bad mood, blah, blah. She is purposely creating. She called the, because I was asking myself, why would she call the Canadian police if she's not in Canada and wants to file a report? She did that to make Salah believe she has to go home. She's got to file this report. I got to file this report. I got to get home. I got shit to do. And then make the hate increase when I think, in my opinion, allegedly, she's communicating with them. She's communicating with them. And they're part of this. So it looks like Nader hates her. But I think when she gets home, in my opinion, allegedly, she don't want any more to do with any of this shit. And we're going to find out everything. She's making the drama so she can go home. Because you notice it's amplifying. And I thought, oh, well, it's December. This is the best time for ads. But no, now Nader's in on the deal. How much he hates her. The buffalo. Blah, blah, blah. And Dee Dee's amping up. And we know Dee Dee really likes the Chantal. She really does. I don't know, maybe in a mothering way. She just, you know, she is who she is kind of way. But she's even jumping in on it. That's my girl. Dee Dee's my girl. Tell your woman to shut up. Ooh, I mean, he's even poking at Salah to make this more than it is. Because I think they're talking to each other. Or right, she would be striking his channel, would she not? But she's threatening lawsuits, which means she has to go home to file them. I thought I could just do it over the phone, but apparently I got to go in person when I get there. That's the first thing I'm doing. She's creating a list of things that she has to go home for. And they're creating this intensity of hatred between the three of them, Didi, Nodder, and Chantal. Yeah, and even if the money is rolling, in which it's not, we've already seen it. She's lost a shit ton of bees. I think this is just about going home. Yeah, banana. Yeah, but she's still not getting the numbers for the drama. She got way more money with the Nodder Chantal drama than she is with the Sala marriage. So anyway, that's why I said, if I tell you my theory, allegedly, in my opinion, conspiracy theory, don't take any of this serious, it's entertainment kind of way. Let's pay attention to maybe we can pull things out of this clip, right? And see if we're on the money, because it's weird. I think they're communicating. And I think this is his way of trying to help get her home. Because the fact that Nodder, in my opinion, allegedly, because he's Muslim, he knows how to help her. How to communicate with him, how to get out of there. And then we'll hear all of it when she gets home. Hopefully, sitting around the table with Nodder, Didi, and Chantal. Sitting around the table going, girl, we got a story for you, right? Wouldn't that just make our Christmas? Well, she ain't getting home till January. So we have 36 days left, people. Can we hold on? Yes, she would. She's so in deep with Nodder with her feelings. Yes. Going home to... Listen, if she's willing to marry Salah, knowing he could take on other wives, right? Why can't she have that with Didi and Nodder? Just saying, know your role, sister. Know your role. I think they're communicating. I think she reached out in private for help. Because she's done that before with Didi and Nodder. I mean, I feel like even though all the shit, all the stuff, in my opinion, allegedly, just for entertainment, theorizing, I think that she really did have a good connection with Didi, even though she wants to pretend like she didn't, because she went over there and they partied and had fun together. And even Didi said that. I don't understand all of this when she would come to my home and we would have fun. We would hang out. We would party. See, yeah, I think she bit off more than she could chew in Kuwait. Is she that smart? Smart what? To reach out, scared, and wants to come home? I think she would do... listen, Foodie Beauty's not one that wants to stay away too long. I mean, we've seen what happened in Cuba. We've seen when she crossed the border to the U.S. She just wanted to go back home. When things are uncomfortable, she wants to go home. And I'm seeing uncomfortableness. She definitely would reach out to them. Absolutely. In my opinion. Do we think all the restriction of the Kuwait is causing or fear, or finding out like somebody may be involved in something that makes you uncomfortable or part of something? I don't know. Or maybe just want to go home. Yeah, I don't see, because she's made those things. Dream Big Side Pete, in my opinion, is going to stay right where he is. Thank you. Because remember when she said, well, Pete isn't going anywhere right now. Sal is very understanding. Really? He made it abundantly clear that you will not live with Pete when you go home. Even in the chat. So I'm interested about that. Good morning. Glad to see you made it through the storm. We haven't got the worst of it, supposedly. But if this is it, hallelujah. I'll be out living my best life, not being trapped in this stupid house. But he's okay. She was in Nodder's chat. Right? The weather's pretty calm right now. It's freezing, but it's calm. We're done with the weather talk. But let's get on with this. I want you to find anything she says that seems different than normal, because that's what I'm going to look for. We got to be looking for stuff. Anything that might support my theory that she's just saying whatever she wants Salah to think so she can go home. And possibly she's reaching out to Didi and Nader behind the scenes, in my opinion, allegedly conspiracy theory, getting help on how she could get out of there. And they said probably the first thing you need to do is create this hatred between us so that he doesn't think that you're going to come home and end up at our house. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because she is flying into Montreal. If so, she would be smart to secret collab with Nader and Didi behind the scenes. Exactly. Not only to make videos together, but also, you know, for the holiday, the most, you know, the best ads are December, I guess. But I mean, like, also, if she's worried that she has no control of leaving, you know what I mean? Besides the fact, you know, because he's got her passport and money, which could create a fear that you're stuck there and you couldn't come home early and you just want to come home, like that, saying anything to make sure you go home would be a smart move. And Nader being Muslim, he could tell her the best way to handle the situation. Because I don't feel there's really a hate with Nader. I just really don't. So anyway, we'll see. Yeah. She was in Pete's chat talking to him last night. Okay. Yeah, and she asked Pete not to share something live on stream, but blah, blah, blah. Yeah. She's home all the time alone in Kuwait. It's really sad. I mean, it's like, go home already. That's terrible. Oh, shit.
Talk things, maybe like challenges, and I don't know, we're like thinking of building a TikTok and doing live streams on there and doing challenges just for like fun. Just like try to reach out to as many platforms as possible. I don't know, why not, you know? So anyway.
That's because you got to pay your bills. Maybe you should have thought that through. If you were doing cooking videos in Kuwait, making authentic Arabic food, right? Your views would go up, but you're just too lazy. You don't want to go in the kitchen where we can laugh. That sucks, man. Take the laughs. You've always let us laugh at you. Now all of a sudden we can't laugh at you. God, always changing the rules, Chantal.
Wait. I searched my name Foodie Beauty on TikTok, and there was a lot of things like, and it seems that people like remember me as like this person who's just like doing weird dances half naked and like talking about like stuffing my face and everything, you know, and just like completely not how I am now. I know people are going to say appearing.
Yeah, and so you can't expect the people that you built your audience off of that content, like, they're going to stick around. You know what I'm saying? Like, people, that's what you built your audience on. I mean, you're not running the show. I've told you before, your subscribers run the show. They want to stick with what you're doing. That's what brought them in. Then you go throw on a hijab and an abaya, take off to Kuwait to marry a stranger. Fine, that was interesting. But then I'm not talking about anything. I'm private. I'm going to block you. You can't say that. You can't have this avatar anymore. People are like, well, screw you. Bye. Do you see what I'm saying? Yeah, she's talking out of her neck as usual. Like, you're trying to tell people they're wrong for not falling in love with the old Foodie Beauty, and we have to accept who you are now. No, we don't. We can find 10 more of you on the internet. Trust that. In fact, tomorrow we're going to cover Shani and Rev.
People think that this is just like an act or something like that, you know?
Well, if it's not, then your channel's done. Good luck. Build your next audience. It'll take you about 6 years. You might want to get a job in between. Be a Walmart greeter.
You guys know, like, when
that's got to be the worst job on earth. Working at a Walmart, greeting people, right? And God help you. You stop any of those people, you know what I mean? And tell them you want to see their receipt. I don't give a fuck. Steal it all. Bye. I ain't stopping you. I ain't stopping you. I just seen what happened at a Walmart. Oh my God. No, thank you. Nope. Listen, I don't even go into Walmart because it's just, listen, I've seen the videos. It's scary. Yeah, there's more drama with G-Man and Shani and Rev than there is with you.
When I do something, if it's not genuine, it doesn't last more than like 2 days or 3 days. People are like, I give this 48 hours, you know? Okay, maybe they were right about the niqab, but
Yeah, how can Salah say anything? She was in Nader's chat professing her love for him, for Nader. Not Salah, for Nader. Just, you can look it up when we're done. I think it was in, what state was it in? Virginia? Something like that. West Virginia, Virginia, one of them.
this is really just starting to feel like comfortable for me.
No, I mean, Jarella, I'm not talking about it'd be the worst job because you have to stand all day. I'm talking about it'd be the worst job because the people you got to deal with. And then they want you to stop people and look at their receipts. That can get you hurt, especially in certain areas of this country.
And I'm a little more like reserved and conservative right now, but I can still be pretty silly. Like,
No, you're not. You're raging in words. You're raging on your community page. You're putting people down. No, you're not. If you totally weren't doing that, we would believe it. It's just whatever you want to try to convince your audience. It's so dumb.
and have fun and laugh and
I mean, I'm not mad. I don't hate her. I just don't like being gaslit.
do my own thing, you know?
Go do your own thing then, boo.
You know, like the people who have gone to Pete's channel, like people.
You're so worried about everybody that left you. Because you felt entitled to those paychecks and those people. I tried to tell you a while ago that your subscribers run your channel. You didn't want to listen to me. I believe it. Every channel runs like a well-oiled machine as long as you stay on track with the content and the personality that drew all those people to you. So you go and change it, you're going to have to deal with the aftermath. End of. Don't sit here and try to threaten people because you are the reason you lost your audience. Nobody else. We're still trying to make your shit funny.
Like those kind of people that just aren't entertained by my current
No.
demeanor or
No.
material.
No.
You know, there's not really much I can do because I can't really change. That would just be too, like, it would just not be genuine of me, you know? And
Yeah, but you've been doing it anyway. So what's the diff? You've been raging in your hijab for at least a week. I mean, my God, you put out this, have a great day, everybody, on your community page. Love you, care about you. And then 3 hours later, you're cussing people out in community pages, posts. Can you just rein it in? Maybe not go to the community page when you're feeling like that. Oh my gosh.
here's the thing. I have different sides. Like, I have a side to me that's
We know. That's what drew everybody in. You are a star on YouTube. You have beat out Amberlynn Reed's personality. And you did it all by design. And you're also doing this by design, but it's failing.
silly and can be gross and just, you know, juvenile. But then I also have a side to me that's more just like down to earth and normal, you know? So, yeah, and that, especially when I'm not on drugs, it's very, you know.
Yeah, but most of your YouTube channel, you weren't on drugs. You were fun. You dumpster dived. You hung out with Pete. You guys would laugh and do stupid shit. And you did a lot of fun stuff and you weren't on drugs. So that was a very small amount of your time on YouTube. So you can't blame it on the drug. Can't blame it on alcohol. Blame it on you were traumatized in a relationship with a man that you're still in love with. That's it. End of. In a nutshell. Wrap it up. Put a bow on it. It's Christmas. Ha ha.
I think I'm just growing up a bit, guys. I'm like 38. You know what? They said, yeah.
You don't have to go to this extreme. Just quit the drugs and the alcohol. You can still be funny. You can still go do funny stuff. Oh, please. You're like 0 to 100.
You know, calling in sick or whatever. Like, some days I just couldn't face the music, you know? Oh my gosh. I'm hungry. No, I had a huge dinner. Oh my God. I'm so Nashi, the new Nashi is mashed boobs. This restaurant, I can't. The pickles, everything. You know, I was talking with Salah today because he was like,
You were talking to him today? You don't live together? Were you on the phone? Yeah, probably. Or texting, right? Yeah, probably.
about going to Mount Everest together. You guys know how I had this dream of climbing Mount Everest?
Girl, you can't even climb the stairs to go down at the luxury villa and get your own fast food from the door. Pete.
And I'm like, I have to show you. There's like bottoms on Mount Everest. It can't happen for us. It's gonna be I could never climb Mount Everest. Maybe if I got really in shape. I can't imagine me working at a desk. I had my own office and everything. I was making like close to 70K a year. It was a really good job.
Oh, bullshit. Does Canada pay anywhere near, and we're talking, I don't even know, 7 years ago, paying $70K to sit on your ass and what, check people into the hospital? I mean, come on now.
I just couldn't do it. It was just too much. Like more money, but
You would, no, and no, and no, and no. You're lucky you were making 30K. I did patient accounts for a hospital. I did collections for a hospital and only made 35K. And I had a degree, a college degree. Come on now.
more responsibility. I should have stayed. I was working before that in the schizophrenia department, but it was only a maternity leave, so I wanted to secure a permanent position, and it's so hard to get into the hospital, especially the mental hospital, because they pay so well. But I was
Well,
lucky.
the hospital, the mental part does pay. It pays better, but it don't pay 70K.
And I got like I remember I was making $15 an hour with like
$15 an hour equals 70K now.
like it was like Bayshore, like a nursing home health place, and then I applied for jobs while I was at my job.
They're making that at McDonald's now. 15 to 17 an hour to start out. High schoolers. That is not 70K a year.
Doesn't matter now because I don't work there. I'm kidding. When I had downtime, I still worked hard. You know, I never got in trouble for slacking. I always did my work. I was able to finish my work and prioritize what I had to do and everything. But
Really? How come you can't prioritize your life in your house now? You can't even prioritize your money. I mean, you can't even prioritize calling your bank and saying, hey, you know what? I'm feeling spontaneous. I'm going to take a little ride across the U.S. border during a COVID restriction. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. Willie's not buying it. Mother of.
But I just couldn't please the doctor. She had a secretary of like 22 years, and the 22-year secretary retired. So in a way, I kind of feel bad for her because
I thought she got fired. I thought Foodie Beauty got fired. Yeah. Yeah. Minimum wage, you know, was kind of stuck at $8.50 an hour forever.
having that support, and doctors are so busy, and then you have this like lazy person like me come on board. But I just wasn't motivated. My mental health was getting worse. My eating disorder, I could hardly like. Oh my God, the hospital's huge, and she would have me like run around and doing things that weren't really part of my job, like taking a patient. One of her like patients was.
Yeah, freaking the sheets. I sent your bracelet, everybody's bracelets out. God only knows with the weather when they'll get there. I can't track them because the woman there, she was cracking me up. I had all these bracelets in these flat pink bubble envelopes, and I figured they were going to be $5 a piece, and I think Canada would be $20 some, which I don't care. That shit don't bother me. If I'm going to give you a gift, I don't care. So anyway, she's running them across the machine and putting $1.44 on them. I said, are you, you know, I'm honest, because I'm like, oh my God, $1.44. I said, I thought they're $5. She looks at me and she goes, Merry Christmas. I refuse to feel the envelope to see if it's bumpy or not. I said, okay, I ain't one to argue with you. And then when she did the Canada one, $3.64. Shazam. That was a one-time Merry Christmas thing. Trust me, they'll never do it again. But oh my gosh, I was like, Merry Christmas to you. I love you. So I'm going to make her a bracelet and I'm going to bring it to her.
Dementia down to get a cardio or ECG or whatever. Like, that's not my job. Like, I'm a secretary. You know, I'll file your hotel bills, but that's not my job. But I did it because, you know, I didn't mind really, but it was a lot of walking. And,
Jeez. Do you know what I had to do as a unit secretary once in an open heart unit, Chantal? The elevators went out. The generators were running because we lost power. I had to run all the way to the basement to the blood bank and get a cooler full of blood so the patient wouldn't die. And when I say run as a secretary, not the nurse aide, me, the secretary, I didn't even hesitate. I jumped on that staircase and I hauled ass. I came back with, I don't even know how many liters. I can't even remember. But I was running with a cooler because all I cared about was that patient. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, if they ask you to run an ECG or EKG, any of the above, to a proper unit, you just do it for the patient's sake. Good night.
you know, even though the woman, like, she still looks like looking at me like, why are you huffing and puffing? And like, I had to just like wait there with the patient. It was awkward. She's like, can you hold my shirt? And I was like, Can you address when you unjust termination litigation fees against the doctor? What?
What? What did she? Oh, what? I gotta hear this. Hold on.
And like I had to just like wait there with the patient. It was awkward. She's like, "Can you hold my shirt?" And I was like, "Can you address when you unjust termination litigation fees against the doctor?" What?
So she had a litigation against a doctor there? Yeah, time is of essence, right? Freaking the sheets. You don't think about yourself.
Litigation fees? No. I got terminated, and it was for the.
I knew you got fired.
Okay, if I would have gotten terminated, if they were like put in the paper, because it was unionized. So if they would have been like, "You're a lazy piece of crap, we need to fire you," hey, fair enough. But they lied. They were like, "She always stamps in and out, like with my card, out in and out of the. She always leaves early." And
She always leaves early. Let's think about that. Do you believe that she did that? I worked with someone similar to her. Always had some emergency. She had to leave early, left me with all the freaking work. You know what I'm saying? I also had one that would disappear all the time. And we relied on her. You know what I'm saying? And she would disappear all the time. And we spent more time looking for her than we did. You know what I mean?
they could have accused me of coming in late. I came in late like almost every day.
Wow. Do you know how important it is to be a hospital staffer? Like, we work together, we're a team. You don't seem like a team player. She said in the stream, either BB, she got fired and got a Okay, you took it out of there.
But they had to say, I have the termination paper somewhere, I'm sure. I don't know, maybe not now. But anyway, so I won the case. I had a meeting with my union. They were on my side, and I got a pretty good settlement, so I didn't have to work for like a while. Plus, I was.
Wow. That's the joys of Canada, I guess. See, the United States is free will. If they don't even like the color of your socks, they can fire you. So that makes people be better employees instead of ones that know they could get a severance pay and sit on their ass for a while and not have to worry about a job. I'm going to guess that's when the YouTube fired up, right? Freaking the sheets like, she's lying.
I was granted unemployment because I was unjustly fired. Like, I proved that I was like, they were asking me to do duties that weren't mine and everything. Anyway,
Who the hell
I'm not
is
saying I'm totally
here?
not responsible because I wasn't the best employee, but it was just overwhelming for me, and I was fortunate to get that, and it allowed me to start YouTube and like go from there. You know what I mean? And he can't even have a channel again, so now I have to try. No, I'm sorry. Bye bye, Rattle Can. You know what? I'm gonna help him get. He's gonna have a platform. Don't worry. There's no way that you can support somebody like Trash Yaba saying kids.
All right, you know what? This is where you need to rein it in. Because when you start calling people names like trash, and then you don't like it when they do it to you, you call it, I don't know, racism when they call Salah salad. Like, but then you just call people trash. Like, this is where you're not at peace.
Or the R word and things like that, and then call him.
You've said the R word. You've said many words. Holy crap. Oh, man. So, is this for your new audience? This is where it goes wrong with you all the time. This is where it goes wrong with you all the time. Yeah, she picks and chooses what's acceptable. Everything she says is acceptable, and then she can blame it on, oh, sorry, guys, I have to work on that. Sorry, guys, it was the alcohol. Sorry, guys, it was the greens. Oh, sorry, guys, it was the edibles. Sorry, guys, I was just hungry. I mean, how convenient.
Him nasty just because you don't like him. Too bad for you. Okay, that's not fair. What do you think about doing ASMR on there, like just eating pickles?
No, we're good.
I love eating things on camera. You know what? I got sick of the mukbangs, but
It's disgusting. I hate when you eat on camera, but I'd rather see that content than what we've been seeing.
I go through phases. I'm supposed to go on a diet, so I shouldn't get back into food stuff. I can't get out of the cycle where I feel guilty for eating something bad. So I feel like my whole life is ruined.
Then why don't you just, hey, instead of spending your time watching reaction channels and Yaba and going into other people's chats and blah, 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 why don't you spend your time that you seem to have a lot of alone? Why don't you go into YouTube videos on how to overcome food addiction? Right? How to get out of your own head. and what makes you happy and what doesn't. Maybe every time you think about food making you happy, that to the point where you can't stop thinking about it until you do it in an OCD kind of way, why don't you replace it with something else, like exercise? You know what? Every time I think about food, you know, some people put a rubber band on their wrist and snap it. Then to kind of snap you out of it. That's the kind of the key. Or get a hobby. Get a craft. Holy criminy. Food, 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 food.
And I have to just go back to celery and water. Like, I don't know. Maybe Andy Warhol was right after all. Maybe everyone will be famous for 15 minutes. At least I'm not famous, but I'm infamous on the internet, I guess, to some degree.
No. Not even close. Sorry. I know in your head you're grandiose and you're important, but remember, we're down at the bottom of YouTube. All of us together. All of us together. There are people that we consider have made it when they've hit 1 million subscribers. 1 million.
You never know who's watching you, but won't admit it. I wouldn't admit to watching me either. I kind of want to go to the duty free. Okay, the duty free. You guys have to see this live or something. No.
There's a duty free in Canada, the Canadian-U.S. border in Detroit. Detroit and Windsor have a duty free. It's huge.
That wouldn't be wise. Airport security? You have a bomber on your plane. I guarantee people would do that to me.
Don't even say anything like that. It's not a joke.
Anyway, I've gotten like legit messages and emails from people worrying that I'm going to become a radicalist, actually.
Well, people got a little concerned. They got a little concerned on the propaganda you put out on your couples channel. I know that you're probably just little, you know, a lot of air in between your ears, and you just go along with anything. Oh, good, more content, more content. But you're missing the propaganda. You were missing the message. Oh my God. I feel like she's going to have to be saved over there, right?
It's so Islamophobic. It's so bad. It's so bad. I don't think that's fair that, you know, Negs loses his platform when more...
Oh, that's right. I heard Negs was doing a live stream and he was basically threatening Yaba once again, whatever. He gets very defensive. He's not good at throwing tomatoes. He gets really mad, whatever. Who cares? I used to like Negs, but I just think Negs has to work on his, I don't know, his trauma. That's the way I'll put it. I heard in the middle of his live stream, it got shut down. Somebody took it down. They took his channel down. But guess what? He was already taken down once. How many times has Katie started a channel? She gets to about 1,000 subscribers and then YouTube finds out that she's back on YouTube and they take her down. Probably 5 times now. So don't anybody act shocked. Once you are banned from YouTube and you choose to start another channel, you are still evading, which means eventually YouTube is going to figure out that you started another channel and they're going to shut you down. So there's no shock in it. They're telling you you're not allowed on our platform. Quit making channels. We're going to continue to shut you down. Doesn't matter if you have an LLC. You are. So did Katie. So did somebody else. Start an LLC. Oh yeah, Foodie Beauty with their Beezer show. But it didn't work. It's your face. It's your voice. So there you go. So at one time, you could start an LLC and go around the red tape of YouTube, but then YouTube caught onto it, and then they put a whatever in there. It has to do with you, personally. Not what name you're under. You personally are banned from YouTube. So now people are starting to see.
Vile people. Like, he's like, are you kidding? These people are vile who, like, report him to take him down just for personal beef. It's so ridiculous.
What did he do to get his channel taken down? Well, he wrote this song that included a certain weapon aimed at, the lyrics were aimed at Callie, Life of a Free Spirit.
Missy, you're so thoughtful. Yeah, I was no better for real. Are you kidding? She's way worse. Like, Lex lost his channel. I know. It's bullshit. BS. You told us disabled people actually like that word queen. No, I said that like some people weren't offended by it. Like disabled people.
Who? You don't think who was banned? You think who was struck? No, Katie was. Once you they take your whole channel down. Like they took 3 of her channels down at once. You're banned. After Foodie. No, Foodie did get her channel taken down, but Foodie went in there, filed some sort of review and whatever, and she won. A lot of people don't, because she deleted that Omegle thing, but she's still skating on thin ice. She's supposed to be behaving herself. The Cuba rage could have got her taken down again.
But no, I don't use it anymore. And
well, the only reason Katie actually got kicked off YouTube is because when they give you a strike, so Katie got a strike, right? And you aren't allowed to go on any of your other channels. You are not allowed to alert your community that you were struck or you're on a vacation from YouTube. And she went and fired up a live on her other channel, and YouTube just took them all down. Like, you didn't follow the rules, you're now done. And that's what YouTube will do, because they warn you. If they put you on vacay, they warn you, don't you dare reach out on YouTube to anything. No comments, nothing. So, you have to reach out on your Twitter, and you have to reach out on your Facebook. It wasn't because of reporting or the song. The last live stream with Chantal, he brandished. That's what I mean. And he was singing this rap he made. Because that was like, oh my God, I was in Florida when that happened. I was in Florida. So it was like 3 years ago when that happened, right? Or 2? No, about 3 years. And I was like, oh my God. A person can't get married in Kuwait on a visitor visa. Yeah, I heard about that. I heard you can't even have a civil ceremony. You can't have a ceremony either. So I don't know what happened. I have no idea. We'll see, right?
Tell a child that over and over, it's disgusting. You don't like somebody, so you report their channel to get it taken down. Like, it's ridiculous.
But you threaten it all the time, Chantal. You threaten to take people's channels down all the time. So now it's ridiculous? Oh, I can't keep up with you.
Like, I don't know. Just because you don't like the truth or you can't handle, like, most of these people, like, whenever you go after them back, they can't handle it. You know?
You can't handle it either. You can't handle it either. You get all ragey, even if reaction channels are being, well, no. It's when they're being mean to you, I get it, but you give it right back. You go live and you tearing into FFG, calling her everything you could think of. You call Dee Dee a grandma. Like, you do the same thing, so I just don't understand. If you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen, but you give it right back.
When they run away scared or whatever, it's just ridiculous. So yeah. To take a walk, making my parents a wonderful dinner. Barbecue. Yum. I haven't had barbecue in like a week.
Yeah, I think like she would have to apply for a residency permit, right? So she could come there back and forth, right? She would have to do that. Is that what they're waiting for? Or can she not get one? So they can't get married. Like, you have to have a residency permit through whatever. Like, you can come as a tourist, then you might be able to apply for a residency visa. I don't know. And then get married? I don't know how it works. Yeah, FFG, you know, definitely I've noticed, even covering the Dougherty family, is she has a lot of, I'm not going to say hatred. I'm going to say it's like maybe she needs to take a week off of YouTube and, I don't know, just, you know, get her head. Like, I liked it when she was funny. But even watching the Dougherty thing, I mean, I don't care if a woman with 14 kids making probably $100,000 a month, she has 1 million views, goes to the Costco and buys a shit ton of food for she got 12 kids and a husband and wife and other family members, like buys $2,000 worth of food. I could care less. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow, this is cool to watch. Look at all this. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. It's like, I want her to be funny. I don't want her to be so triggered anymore. It's just not. It's unhealthy. There you go. Yes.
What are you having? Anna Nicole, probably a lot of pork, huh? I'm not striking barbecue chicken.
I like big grocery hauls too. Like, actually, when I was watching that, when she was reacting to it, like, I was more interested in, like, all the food that woman was buying. And I can see the case of water. I buy myself 2 cases of water a week, right? Sometimes 1 a week, and it's just 2 of us. So buying 12 cases of water for 14 people, yeah, I could see that.
They actually put in work into their,
Oh, so she said they're going to have a bigger wedding later. So they may be working on paperwork. Who knows? Or feeling out each other, like, I don't know.
Really say who I'm going after, but I was like, I don't know, while I'm at the police station,
You're not going to the police station. In my opinion, I think you're saying that so you act like you have things to do and you got to go home. Because you could be a little bit nervous. So you're trying to take control of the situation so you can hold your bank card and your passport in your hand so you feel like you have the freedom. This is confinement to me. Not her hiding your keys so you wouldn't drive home after drinking or doing edibles or smoking dope. That wasn't confinement. You had your own car, your own home, and your own money. This, to me, what you're going through now, this got to be the ultimate in confinement. Whether it's good intentions or not, I wouldn't be able to handle it. No way.
I have to wait till I get back.
I would be at the embassy losing my religion. I would be there in an Uber. I would be in an Uber at the embassy.
So this loser, like, I went and, like, downloaded all his streams where he talks about me. I screenshotted the thumbnails. He looks obsessed and is being derogatory. And then the revenge prawn, I have that screenshotted. It's all over. Like, you're not going to escape it.
I haven't even seen it, so it can't be all over. And I heard that Dee Dee edited it, so it was just you were covered. So I think she's doing all of this, in my opinion, because I mean we've seen more that you've showed us. You have showed us way too much. So no, that's not what that was. Andy deleted it, but it was shitty to do, but that's not her.
That's highly illegal. Like, okay, some of the pictures were from my OnlyFans, but that one specifically was a screenshot from a private time, and that's not okay.
But you got to prove that. You have to prove that. So do I think you're going to file a report where you're not credible anyway with the police? Filing reports, taking them back, filing reports, taking them back. You've done that twice. So you think they're going to go for 3rd time's a charm? You know what I'm saying? So I just don't think that's going to happen. I think it's just, I have reasons. I have to get home. I think you're starting to get a little buggy there, and I don't blame you, right? I would have been buggy a long time ago.
At all.
In the first place you were staying in.
It's basically a threat. Like,
yeah, maybe not her saving your life. I think they're in communication, though. It's just my opinion.
Mouth, like, even in the thumbnail, telling me to shut up. Shut my mouth? I'm never going to shut up. And if I ever have to go to court for you, you're going to go down, buddy. Trust me.
No, he's not going down. Burgundy, you wonder where who is? Where who is? You mean Salah? Probably home with his wife and kid. She was saying that one kid belonged to that other guy, his friend. I'm not going to say his name. It's none of our business. But the funny part was, when the guy was filming by himself, the kid wasn't with him. So there was that.
Why are you even obsessing about me? Like, get a life. Like, you don't want me to... literally people have seen you hit Dee Dee. And I'm a liar? Okay.
We've never seen him hit her. I've told you that. It was off camera. It was sounds. It could have been role play. We don't know. But you'd think they would have filmed it. It was just sounds. Remember when he was eating pecan pie in bed? They were just sounds. We didn't see Dee Dee doing anything. They were just sounds. Dee Dee was eating pecan pie. That was a funny one.
Do you need that? He's an abuser. Seriously.
Troll Detective's in the house. Everybody give him a sub. Pet lover, hello. Oh, God.
How many women have reported him? How many creepy videos has he been on his live stream exposing women? Like, he's disgusting.
I don't know. I haven't seen him. I don't watch him. Do you want us to go watch him? Is that what we're doing here? Why even talk about him? You're happily married. You're over him. We shall see when you get home.
Are you
We already know 30 days to the date is January 28th. From, oh, hear that wind? We better get going with this.
No. Oh, and probably, yeah.
There's the link to Troll Detective's channel.
Is it? Weirdo. Racist weirdo. Right, Flopper? Tea and dust? He's a joke. He is using you for clout.
Hey, I got a question for you, Troll Detective. Do you think that they're creating this big hate arc between Dee Dee, Nader, and Chantal, not just for the views and the commercials, but they're reaching out to each other in private, like possibly she has a fear of, not being able to leave there unless she creates this, Nader and I hate each other. I got to go to the police station. I got to file a police report. I got to get home. BBJ needs to go to the vet. Like, do you think she's kind of concerned about not being able to leave there, that she's creating all this and making Salah think that her and Nader hate each other, but maybe really, you know what I mean? That's not the case kind of thing. Like, maybe she's over this. You know what I mean? I don't know. We're theorizing just for fun. It's all entertainment, people. Don't take it serious.
I hope you see that now. Oh my God. Brittany. Yeah, definitely. And he's also trying to clean his name. And it's like not going to work, buddy. Like, people will never believe you. Like, maybe who's your stands? Angel Hands, pathetic loser.
Okay, Troll Detective's going to rewind. Let me know.
Yolanda, like, get a life. Who cares? You have like 3 fans, and the rest are there to trigger me or just for drama because I'm not involved in the situation. Like, you're gonna be charged with revenge porn. Watch. I'm not gonna stop. Striker 15, yeah, but for starters, we'll have a party.
Yeah, but she can. Gamer Girl said she can't do anything even if she was home. Her car's gonna be buried. Yeah, but listen, people live in Alaska. It ain't that big a deal. Okay, you can get a broom, a big garage broom, get all the snow off your car, start it up, let it heat up. If it doesn't start, you can call a tow truck. They'll jump it for you. Listen, some of us are used to living in sub-zero temps, and we have all kinds of, car starters and shit. So no, her car's fine.
Party, but you probably have to go to court. I don't know, Rebbe, like...
Yeah, especially living in Canada. You're used to negative 25 degrees.
To the policeman, I was like, what can I do about online bullying and harassment? Like the RCMP, there's a department for that.
And cat litter. Well, cat litter helps for traction under your tires if you get stuck in snow.
I think I definitely have enough evidence with Epic.
Actually, ice. It's more ice. Because you can drive on packed snow.
Because, like, I don't want to say what I'm going to do, but, like, I mean, it's no brainer. Like, she's Canadian. She could look into it, too. But to have that many channels dedicated to somebody and just, like, the amount of vile things she says about me, the lies she spreads about me, so...
I don't understand why this is so important to you unless you're trying to convince Salah that you have to go home and file police reports just to guarantee you're going to get your passport and your money card back. Because I'm sure, I know how you act when you're worried about something. So you wouldn't even be doing any of this. What a waste of energy. What a waste of time caring about what another YouTuber's saying when you have said the same, if not worse shit about other people. That's why this makes no sense to me. If you were holier than thou, and you were just this good person and people were coming for you, I would totally see this. But this makes no sense. Right, Chef Leftovers?
It's like...
Well, we definitely know everything she does to get Natter's attention, but she's talking about FFG. What does she care about FFG? Who cares?
Me some work, but people have offered to help me, so... And...
That was interesting. And no, I'm not talking about DC and Nags. They can't do shit in Canada, except for whisper in her ear. Who's helping you? Huh.
And, she's showing up at places, like, I can just...
She went to a public fashion show. Get over it. Chantal, if you wanted to come down here and I'm doing something and you showed up, it would be different. And you were trolling me, I would just laugh it off. Like, I wouldn't even get emotionally wrapped up in that bullshit.
Prove a lot of things that are wrong with that.
Well, she's definitely mad at the paycheck FFG's making, for sure. Because Chantal used to make way more than her, so she never gave a shit. But the tides turn, and it's everyone else's fault, except for the fact that she went to Kuwait, put on a hijab, and told everybody she couldn't talk about her life anymore. So everybody's like, peace out, I'm out. No, I think she can leave when she wants to because her life in Kuwait is on line, as is Salah's. What I do know is that she said, while crying, I've got too much to deal with the police and taxes. True. Could be. She could be stressed over. Nader wants to subpoena her to court, make her tell the truth for lying on him, and everybody will know it, especially if FFG said she will make sure she's in on that court hearing to give everybody the truth. That there could be things bothering her. You're right. Could be. This was just before she went to Kuwait during a crying breakdown. Right? Correct? We knew she was worried about her taxes. We knew she was worried about Nader's trial. So, yeah, could be.
But him, yeah, for sure. Like, he's gross. Like, the police are not strict enough when it comes to certain things. What? Is he addressing Salah? Do you see who, like, honestly, does he see the person he's with? Like, for real.
So hold on. They just asked you, did you see the way he addressed Salah? And instead of defending her husband or being absolutely shocked that anyone could say anything about such a nice guy, she went right into, do you see who he's with? Do you see Didi? That is so weird to me. In your opinion, she left to avoid Nader's case? Could be. People have said that.
Like, bigger shoes than Salah, but whatever. Talking about climbing. We can't have public displays.
That was it. She had nothing to say about the stuff he said about to Salah. Holy crap. That's weird.
So they're saying that crap. Yeah, exactly. Like, I can't just go in public and be like dancing around. I don't do that anymore. Like, there's things I have to be conservative with now, and I know people think that's not my nature.
Yeah, but why aren't you being conservative with your mouth? So you choose not to go roll down a hill in your underpants. I get it. You choose not to do OF, right? Where you're in a bathtub. I get it. You choose not to twerk. We didn't find that stuff entertaining anyway. We liked when you did stuff. When you went dumpster diving and stuff, that shit was funny. Pulling Rolos out of a dumpster. Oh, God, did you eat them? Going to a motel across the border. Now, that's what we're talking about. So, sitting on a couch in a hijab and an abaya and just creating beef with the internet, this is conservative? I don't get it.
But, I mean, we can do other things, can't we?
Like what? You got all this time to think about it and you haven't come up with anything in almost 3 months. Well, 2 months for sure. Just some propaganda and strange stuff. But she edited out the part about dealing with the police when I went back to record it. So do you think she could be in trouble for filing a false report? Do you think that could be on the docket? Yeah, and she's allowed to film? That's weird. So maybe she's facing filing a false police report. I don't know. She said it, but she edited it out. All right. God, this BoxyCharm. I quit BoxyCharm a long time ago. I swear to God, they follow me around like a furniture salesman. They email me like twice a day. You got your free BoxyCharm. I don't want BoxyCharm. Goodbye. She's been in that apartment alone. I know.
Like, I don't know. I don't think things will be that much different. I'm wearing a hijab now, and I'm respecting myself more.
This is respecting yourself? Calling FFG trash? Like, wouldn't somebody with a higher power say, you know what, I'm not going to address that because I know she faced some trauma in her life and I feel like it's coming out and maybe she just needs a little break, right? No. You ain't even close to that girl. You're calling her trash. She's not trash. She's a human being just like you. Yeah.
Also, Mo has translation of vicious attack on you and Salah. That's going to be more evidence, Vincenzo. Thank you. I actually am like happy to see so much support with, other than those few vile biatches that always.
Speaking of vile biatches, do we need to play the Cuba Rage? Because remember, she's timeless. Timelessness. in a trait of an NPD is that doesn't matter what they did, it was, even if it was yesterday or 10 minutes ago, that was in the past. But they'll drag you through the mud with your past. But don't you dare bring up theirs. That was too long ago. God. Kindergarten rules.
So stupid. Sitting there defending this man who's like this trash, who's like obsessed with other women. Like gross. He was showing like that pretty genius woman. Like if I were her, I'd go after him too. Like how appropriate. Like what kind of sick.
Who's she talking about now? Garlic bread? Yeah, I think it's weird when guys come over to the girl world and especially if it's obsessively. God, don't you have a boys world where you can all just like put each other down? That's weird.
Sick, disgusting, and you think that anyone would miss that? Like, your life is in the crapper right now. Crapper.
Look at her. Your life is in the crapper. The crapper. Yeah, and it will show, but his channel's none of our business. Right? I mean, his channel will be what it's going to be. Look at Monty's. It's, he don't even know what to do. He's covering Pete's now. And that's because he was outed for contacting girls in the background. So was Garlic Bread. So let the chips fall where they may.
You have no job. You have to support a bum.
Didn't you do those things with Naughter?
And you're probably being abused. You're surely being abused. What are you doing at your age? Do you think your family would like this? My family...
Well, you went through it, and you tried to convince all your audience that it was love, so nobody else can go through that, and they're just stupid? Okay.
Didn't talk to me because of that loser. Like, anyway, I'm honestly pissed about Nick's losing his channel. I know he said that he didn't really care, but it's the principle that other people get to keep their channels.
No, the principle is, sweetheart, he was ban evading. He was ban evading. That was a channel that he put up illegally, according to YouTube's terms of service. You're not allowed back. LLC or not. No loopholes. As soon as they see your face and hear your voice, you're done. So that was the dumbest thing he could do. I thought, like, you know what he could have done? He could have went behind a fake screen, used a name changer, built a channel, and nobody knows who he is. But some people have to have everybody know who they are. Jeez, oh, Pete.
You don't deserve it. And I like people who don't target one person or bully and who can have an intellectual conversation.
I can have an intellectual conversation, and I have no feelings towards you or your channel. I just don't like to be gaslit because I'm worried that you may be in a hostage situation, and I got to find the nuggets to see if you are. What troll detective say? Oh my God. Can you imagine? Everybody goes, fine, screw you, Chantal. Oops. Screw you, Chantal. And then she ends up missing and nobody even knows. See, you need to thank us. Thank us.
No intellectual conversation to be had in FFG. Anything.
He got banned from Twitch, too. Well, it's not his platform. He can't just do what he wants because he's mad. You just can't. Like Chantal found out. You can't just go on and talk to minors on camera. Oh, my God. And then what else? Whatever else occurred.
Saul is not bothered, I'm sure.
Yeah, Chantal she says she likes people who have an intellectual brain, but she doesn't have the ability to have an intellectual conversation. She's just about attack mode. Right.
Give a crap. Like, I'm sorry, but when has he even, addressed, any of this crap? But, we really don't care. All we care about, honestly, I'm going to be using that as evidence against him, and that's good.
Okay, we can't wait. I mean, if you're just sitting here talking out of your neck, that's one thing. But if you're threatening somebody for police charges, I wouldn't do it on the internet. That's just a flex. Because if you're really going to do it, most people do it behind the scenes. They're not looking for attention from it. They're looking for serious action. So that's an intellectual thought. You're welcome.
He's literally made threats. He's insane. And then I don't care, CJ. I'm calling you out for this. I get an email from CJ from Real Street.
Oh, geez. Now we're going to drag CJ. Here we go. Foodie, do you even think CJ is worth your time? For real?
Obvious. You spent a few hundred on your cats. I gotta send him the money. No, yeah, he said he went to the store. Thanks, Pete. Yeah, he went to the store to get them their food. They have to get food. Man, those cans of cat food lasted, like, I got them before I left.
You only got like 24. You've been gone for 2 months. Story time. I lost a channel for outing. Oh. You had to wait 9 months? Yeah. I've learned don't even go in that arena. They have rules. They don't care if we go after each other on here. But don't you dare be out there putting real truth, right? Yeah. That's why I stay away from all that, even though that's my wheelhouse. Like, I got a lot of wheelhouses. But I already know what they don't want to hear on here. And I already know what they'll accept. So I spend my time investigating truth versus lies, real versus fake, blah, 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 blah.
Thank you. Welcome.
Well, just with YouTubers, not like real shit.
You were shocked that he took a taxi? I love how you guys are shocked when we do normal adult things. Maybe we could go camping. I love camping. I think that it would be cool to do like a camping bees. I love it out there. It's so calm. And honestly, you guys were wondering about, maybe it could be the atmospheric pressure. I don't know. But the tents, somehow they're so clean, and like the carpet is soft and the furniture is clean. Like,
no, I like my own camper. God only knows what people have done on those couches.
I don't know how it stays clean with all the sand.
And bugs and sand. No, thank you. I can't stand being in the desert. I can't stand the sand. Like, I felt like, listen, I felt like I couldn't even get it out of my scalp until I got away from the desert.
But I don't get it. Ugh. Thanks, because you're hey. You look like you've lost weight. Thanks, Cleek.
She's got her filters back on. The chin's long again.
No, I don't know. Right now I'm probably very plateaued or even slightly above from when I came. Like, when I came here, I was a bit heavier. Because before I came, I was binging a lot. Remember on Connors, I would eat paneer every day. Paneer, oh, I like paneer. Oh, Connors, pie. Mashed boobs. I found out my...
Yeah, when you seen like Troll Detective, when we seen the real videos, like, she's very careful about not filming. I was learning all about the waste. It's not like your normal dump site for trash, right? They don't do it the way the United States does it, probably Canada. They don't do it that way. They just dump all the trash and it never gets processed, right? So it just festers. And because it's the desert, you're already concerned about your quality of water. But this garbage, they have like, I don't even know, they have way too many garbage dump sites. And now they're all full and closed. So it's just going into the ground, into the aquifer, into their water source, which is why they can't drink the water. And I don't know how they process their water. I don't even know if I would trust it. Las Vegas is the same way. It's terrible. Anyway, but not with dumps, but with water. The desert just seems to do that. So anyway, when the friend filmed it, you seen where people are just throwing trash in piles all over the place because there's nowhere to take it. You know what I'm saying? There's nowhere to take it. So the friend filmed all that, but she avoided that, which I found interesting because at least when he filmed it, you got to see some truth instead of hiding stuff. Like, I would be talking about all of it, but she takes it all personally, so you don't get it all. That sucks.
My body size, like, it's European sizes here.
No, she just said she's either the same weight or she's gained weight. That was probably honesty.
I'm 3 or 4X, so I need like a 54, 56, not a 60. This is a 60. It's like down to my toe, like past my toes. So I wear this, like, you know, honestly, I have to just throw on an abaya to keep my form from, like, I can't wear my bodycon dress. You know, like, I have to wear abaya, so.
You don't have to. You're choosing to. Sella already said it.
Like, people will look at you weird here if you, like, it's really even.
No, there are girls there in t-shirts and jeans. Just the same bullshit you try. Everything wraps around you. You did it so you would feel like you fit in. That came out in a little nugget yesterday. But, not that you said it, but you said it about something else, and that made me think that's why you're doing this. But anyway, I've showed videos of people in Kuwait running around. And no, it's 8% obese. Not morbidly obese, just obese. 8% in Kuwait because of the heat. The heat is so hot, you can't live there morbidly obese. Yeah, there's hundreds of girls living in Kuwait. It's on YouTube, it's on the TikToks, and they're all running around, westernized, and other Asians. They're not Muslim. So they're not dressing Muslim. They're dressing to their culture. Yeah. So, bullshit.
Not to like show your shoulders or legs, so you have to like.
Yeah, you can't show your shoulders or your legs. So you can wear a short sleeve shirt and jeans. So there's that.
Cover your form.
No, you don't. You don't have to cover your form.
I mean, it makes me feel more secure.
There it is. In a nutshell. Makes you feel more secure.
What does he say? Who's that? Oh, CJ. He sent me an email like that he's genuinely concerned for me.
We all are.
I'm going to be radicalized and that I'm going to...
Well, you know, you did put some propaganda up, so it made people go, are you really paying attention to what he has you filming? Just asking for a friend? Or are you just looking at it blindly through rose-colored glasses as content?
He said when he saw my martyr museum and how gleeful I was about it.
Yeah, that was really weird.
He probably thinks I'm going to be recruited to be a suicide mission person or something. CJ, I love my life, okay? I'm not going to be going anywhere, hopefully, God willing. And, no, what? That's like saying that's so Islamophobic. Like, I can't be...
Islamophobic. Do you make these words up? And it's not Islamophobic. It was the content you were filming, and you were like, hi, guys. Here I am. In a war-torn building where my husband even fought. So you guys don't even know what you're doing. And you think the verbiage that was given out, oh boy, never mind. Wish you could have an intellectual conversation.
You mad because like I think people are just ignorant and don't understand.
Bingo.
But it's just like the Islamophobia is so surprising. Like,
you always attach a name. Fatphobic, Islamophobic. Wow. That's how simple-minded you are. Oh my gosh. She was disrespecting the soldiers, right? Oh my God. What about the people that served there and may have some PTSD? Do you even think about anything? Stick to the restaurants and the petting zoos. No, not even the petting zoos. The aquarium. Just stick to the aquarium.
That's like saying just because I'm like Muslim or with a Muslim or in the Middle East, I'm going to be like radicalized and do criminal activities.
That's not what he was saying.
It's so weird. If you go camping, make sure nobody washes dishes or else you might get a headache. I want to go to Winter Wonderland. It's an amusement park. I've been watching like these horror stories about people getting like falling off of rides because they're too fat for them.
No, it's because they forgot to click his belt in for him. All he had to do was lift it up and get off the damn ride before they started it. That's it. But he was 13. He was a football player. It doesn't mean he was too fat for the ride. They forgot to lock it in. They went around locking everyone's in. The one guy got distracted and skipped him. And he was trying to show them, but nobody paid attention. I would have lifted it up and got off the damn ride, but he was 13. God, do you ever like research anything or you just hear a story?
I don't know about that. Okay, I won't do any roller coasters.
There's no way you would even be allowed to get on a ride. I'm just saying.
Limit. I won't try to go on any rides until I hit like 250 pounds. There's no way. Yeah.
TikTok, you got 36 days. You already been there for, do the math, 54 days. You got 36 left. You're going to drop 100 pounds. Good luck.
No way. But the sky wheel, I think I could do that. And that's so romantic. I don't think
You are not going on the Ferris wheel, girl. I'm telling you right now.
Realizes how much I love food until they're with me for a while.
$9.99 on the super chat from Elizabeth. Is she doing all this because obesity isn't a protected group and now she can scream discrimination because she's saying she is Muslim to strike channels? Possibly. You never know.
And there's a lot here. I already think of like what I'm gonna eat like tomorrow. It's really bad.
That is bad. You're so freaking bored that you have cyclical thinking, which means you think on a cycle. What's your cycle? Food. And there's many more like you. So why don't you just quit talking about it?
The obsession always comes back in some form.
It comes back because you allow it. You do understand you have full control over your brain, right? And your mouth, right? Have you gone powerless to your own self, which is why you can't run from yourself? You're not going to magically change your thinking and your living just because you hopped on a plane or threw on a hijab and an abaya.
It's annoying. Okay, so girl first, since you're not too bright, apparently.
Oh, here we are putting somebody else down. Who is she putting down now? Garlic bread or who?
And there's a lot here. I already think of like what I'm gonna eat, like.
And that's why, okay, since there's not food in her mouth and probably waiting for Sala to drop off her food like an animal at the zoo, right? As he's out doing his Uber Eats job, which is good money, by the way. I ain't even putting it down. I'm just saying he just brings her food, right? So if you're not eating, you're raging. That's it. I mean, you are simple math. 2 + 2 equals, whatever. Food.
Tomorrow. It's really bad. The obsession always comes back in some form. It's annoying. Okay, so girl verse, since you're not too bright.
Girl verse. So who's girl verse? All of us? Oh my God. Yeah.
And you can't actually charge back super chats. It doesn't work that way.
Oh, I see. That was somebody who's super chatter. Got it. And she loves that you can't charge back a super chat. So she can block super chats. So that's why she's getting less and less super chats. Because if she don't like what they say, she blocks them. So nobody's going to give her money, when they got something to say. That's what super chats are for. That means you have to read what they say. I would anyway. I don't even care. Come in here and tell me about myself. Make it worth my while.
It's like a process, but good luck. Anyway, actually, the picture.
I'm pretty sure that if enough people got together, that you block them, and they gave you a super chat, I'm pretty sure enough of them could get together and reach out to YouTube. I don't think that's a good thing that you're just, I'm the boss and what I say goes. I don't think that works in the world of giving money.
Explicit suggestive picture was actually not on my OnlyFans, okay? And some of those pictures, OnlyFans is...
But you have to prove it. And if he was a member of your OnlyFans, he can pretty much save any picture he wants. He paid for it.
You have to pay for it.
As long as he's not paying, or as long as he's not selling them, it's a good day.
I took down my OnlyFans. He's using these photos in a malicious manner. So that, especially that one that wasn't on OnlyFans.
Was it really malicious though? Because he just used it as a, what did he use it as? His thumbnail, right? Just a thumbnail. Hey girl, kind of like that.
Is going to be the big culprit, okay? And then putting my nudes in his thumbnail, yeah, he's going to...
But you weren't nude, sweetheart. It was cropped. You weren't nude. Even if you were nude, we didn't get to see it. We didn't see the nude. Period.
But try again.
I'm not going to show it though.
You know what? You're disgusting for supporting an abuser. Good job. Go lick FFG's gross Danny DeVito rubber band lips.
Oh, there you are. Are you Danny DeVito shaming? Are you?
Next! Is that the real next? Welcome to my Did you get your channel back?
No, he's probably created another one and he wanted to run it through your chat so people would subscribe because you're too dumb to realize he's not your friend.
Salsa. Can you imagine these people sending money to support an abuser? You're disgusting. Ugh.
What? What? Who's sending money to support an abuser?
Get out of here. Okay, locals, what is that? You have to get GC to send me a link of where I can find you now. I got your back because yeah, this is disgusting.
You got their back. Wait till they turn on you. In fact, there's a video out there. It's archived. We may have to play where you couldn't stand either one of them. But I don't know if I want to get into it. I really don't. I can't stand fucking around with creators and showing that they hated each other at one time. Now all of a sudden they're besties. These people will never meet each other in real life ever. So what happens? What happens, people, when you get into bed with YouTubers and then they piss you off? Then it turns into a full-scale war. Oh my God. How juvenile.
People are gross. Yeah, sorry that they did that to you. That's really pathetic. But don't worry. Karma, right? Are you going to be living in Kuwait? No, not full-time. I can't. So my plan is to
What?
go back home and come back.
You ain't coming back. We already did a poll.
Like in March. I want to be here for Ramadan.
Yeah, okay.
Although
Don't forget this moment, please. Let's document this 48 hours before Christmas. Okay? Less than 48 hours before Christmas. Okay? She's going back for Ramadan in March. Okay.
God, it's so long of a flight. Ugh. That's why I need like a good month of like rest. But don't worry, I'm gonna have everything settled at home. And yeah, I don't know. I do feel bad for leaving the cats, but I mean, my life has changed, and
How? All that's changed is your clothes. You're still the same person.
yeah. I don't know. Do you think they'll remember me, or do you think...
If you changed, you would be doing call to prayer every day at the time of call to prayer, not when it's not call to prayer and you just go into an empty mosque. No, you would be in there. You wouldn't be filming it, right? You would have dropped about at least 50, 60 pounds by now. You would have gotten control over your obsessive compulsive disorder with food, right? You got a hold of the marijuana and the alcohol, right? So you would have went the next step and cleansed yourself completely from the inside spiritually, right? So if you have changed, you wouldn't have started eating more to compensate for the other stuff you're not doing anymore. See what I'm saying? Like, this is an intellectual conversation.
they'll like think I'm a stranger. I'm not too sure how they'll react.
Nope, you're still the same.
That lady is crazy. She also deletes my comments. These people cannot take it. Like, look at friggin'
Do you know how many Beezers you have deleted that pay you? That you have blocked and deleted? Now Salah just does it. He don't care if they pay. Wow, that's gotta hurt. That's why you're down so... Oh my God.
French fried gullet. Like, she legit...
See, gaslighting, I don't fall for it. I still get pissed off about it because it's just air. She's hungry. She wants some fast food. So that's why she's doing all this. It's making her feel better, but it really isn't. It's just like when you eat a huge meal to make you feel better when you're addicted to food. And then after you get done eating it, the regret. See, this is your thing. So that's why you haven't changed. You're still doing it. You pop off when you're hungry and you want some fast food, and you've probably only had some pickles and cheese, right? And then you're going to regret it because it'll be in your community page. It's crazy. I don't even know why you're lining yourself up with people that want to fight with other people on the internet. If you're changing, you would never want to line yourself up with negativity. This, again, is an intellectual conversation. That's why you haven't changed.
It was like, I should be in jail for criticizing her back. And look at Yaba, lost her crap and called a child the R word over and over again. Because...
See? Why are you doing this? It's weird.
She was being criticized. Like, it's so sad.
I don't even like this person, which is sad because I'm staring at a woman in a hijab and an abaya and no Muslim women who take their Islamic religion very seriously, and they would never even think of speaking like this while dressed up.
Get over yourself.
She's looking for the dopamine? Yeah.
Nature is a creep. A creep. Oh my God, that's... Yeah. He's a goblin. Next, Google goblin fit.
Now, Natter's a goblin? A goblin? Oh my God. Talk about calling people names outside of their name. So what do people start calling Salad? What's a nerd? A gaming nerd? I mean, is that okay with you? That's weird.
And Dudu is Barney Rubble with a bad, greasy comb over. Just like to be outraged, so you have to ignore them and pity them. You're right, Nostune. I know, this is my downfall. This is why I have so many haters, because I talk back to them. Well, what do you want? Like...
I want you to stop. and start showing this person that's changed.
Like I always say, you want a freaking hug? Like what?
She's called Natter everything. Camel, Easterhead Island, a goblin fish. Like, she doesn't do it in a humorous way. She does it in a mean way. So it makes it different.
So, new channel. I'm like,
I mean, I gotta admit, the Easterhead Island one, I did laugh. That's when she was really mad and I fucking died laughing because it just popped out of her mouth. She won't move on because that's what her subscribers demand.
No shit. Yeah, good. That's so petty of people because they're like don't want you to talk that they try to. It was probably Gorlick. Gorlick BID.
Yeah, she did call him urinal teeth after a hurricane. Yep.
I know I'm not the most. I'm not the nicest person. Like.
No, you're not the nicest person by any means.
I think people think because like
I mean, it's because you only know how to attack people by their looks, their age, their motherhood. You don't know how to have an intellectual debate or be able to pick apart, like to be able to pick apart things and make it funny. You only know how to attack physically. That's it. Yeah, quit eating all that cheese. You know what I'm saying? You're getting constipated, girl.
Should be acting super nice and everything. I don't know, whatever. As your lawyer, Black China won her case from revenge porn. Really? Don't worry. Don't worry. I will take good pleasure in doing this. Yep.
You're not going to the courthouse. Zip it.
No, actually, no, I don't.
As soon as she gets back, they're going to be in contact. Absolutely. All three of them.
I mean, in a way, yeah, to see him fry, but at the same time...
Yeah, she's like one of the mean girls, you know. They take you out at the knees so you don't come back at them with some intelligence, right? So they go low, they go dirty. As grown-ups, that don't even hurt. That doesn't even do anything. I mean, wow.
I don't want to spend my time. It's like, it's not fun. It's horrifying. Like, to have to, like, go after somebody legally.
You don't. If you would have moved on with your life like you said you did, he would be a memory. He's trying to get your attention. Don't give it to him. But you love it, just like he loves it. You and Natter love this ping pong match you guys have.
It's so, not horrifying, but, like, intimidating, and I'm just so baffled that, like, he's such a subhuman being to do that, like, threaten women that way. Ew. Like, you're evil. Behind on Chat, I created a new channel. This will be for updates. I'm not done covering FFG. They can try next. They can try. People act like consent isn't a thing. Right? That's the thing, the consent part. I did not consent to him taking the intimate images that were not public. You know what I'm talking about. It's very suggestive. That was not. That was from a video or picture of, like, you know what. And
you don't even remember where it came from.
I want the court to make him delete everything. She knows how to rage. I have not.
She's gonna commission the court to seize all of Natter's electronics. Are you dying laughing here? You willingly did videos with him. You willingly sent him pictures. I love the regret when women do this. Don't do it, ladies.
Seen anyone rage like this person was like practically foaming at the mouth, snorting, acting like a lunatic, and they have the nerve to say that I rage. What?
Do we need to play the Cuba rage again? On innocent people that did nothing to you. You literally attacked your members only. But it's okay for you. Everybody needs to forget about it. She never even apologized.
Now who's raging?
She goes, everybody talking about the Cuba rage. That was like so 8 months ago. Oh no, she says it was a year ago. It was 8 months ago. And maybe people got hurt, but that don't matter.
Yeah, it drags the entire family into a rage. Yeah, that doesn't, like, if you have little kids running around and you're raging like that, that's, like, online all the time.
And you always bring up people's kids. Her kids are with their dad when she was screaming at the internet. They weren't even with her. It's been said 100 times.
Ugh. Hey, I remember now. Thank you so much, Let Me. I appreciate that. I understand he's gonna beat up next. Oh, whatever. Sure. He can't even leave the country. Where's he gonna go? BQD, be the queen, down with your...
I believe Natter can... Well, he can't leave the country right now because he's got a court case, but I think he's free to leave. He's not on probation anymore. You said that in your last video too? God dang. She is the worst gaslighter, honestly. This is like gaslighting at age 15. It's age 15 gaslighting. It's not even as a grown-up. Like, this is what teens do.
They're all making text messages. Yeah, really. I wonder if we're gonna be like, I'm gonna have my Aries tattoo when I'm that old. Teen sass. God. She's so old that
Leave that elderly woman alone. Get yourself some French fries so you stop doing this. And please quit hitting the live button every time you're hungry and your man won't let you eat anything.
she's from an era. She's from an era of like pure racism apparently, and like that's nostalgic for her. That's how old she is. Come on.
No, you just make her angry and she's a Brit. Don't fuck with the Brits.
Insane. She legit is like the twin of Reverend Kane from Poltergeist 2. And I don't feel bad for saying that because she's nasty in every way. No, so Foodie Beauty.
Now we're gonna make fun of her. This is what we do. If I could make my top teeth retract from my mouth like a shark, I would do it to just do a parody of you. But I can't.
Oh, it's so disgusting. She thinks putting a beanie on her head makes her look like more nice. I don't know. Anyway, would you collab with Nikocado if you visited Florida and you would? Yeah, for sure. Just alone for the food, man. I want to eat. Something else to eat with. You know, like all my friends are skinny. Like in like real life, they were always like not pigs. And Stella too, he's normal.
Well, I'm sure he'd be allowed into the United States. It's apparent that we don't care what anybody's background is. Everybody's just rolling in. So Nader, the one place he probably could visit would be the United States. Once he gets his passport reinstated.
Eater. So, I've always been with normal eaters. So to have someone...
I know, why isn't she spending all this downtime studying the Quran, doing call to prayer, working on inner peace? Because it's a charade.
Hang out with for a day would be so cool. I was going to join a gym, but the thought makes me want to cry and so.
The thought of joining a gym makes you want to cry. Then don't. Just don't. Stay you, boo-boo. Nobody's telling you you have to change.
I hate gyms. It's like the quinoa trauma. I have treadmill trauma.
You had one guy that absolutely loved your body. Did you not? Nader. Nader. Absolutely loved your body. He did. He did. And you had to fuck it up, didn't you? Running your mouth on the internet whenever you were crying. He was a little needy, though. I got to give him that. He didn't want you to ever leave and go home. He wanted you to be with him all the time. Oh, what a horrible thing. We still don't know her trauma.
That's so freaking boring. I think the trauma developed when I was on the treadmill for what felt like at least 40 minutes. And I looked at the screen and it was 3 minutes and I burnt like 20 calories and I wanted to die. So from that point on, the thought of a gym, I think of the treadmill flashback and I'm like...
Who's ever had a flashback of walking on a treadmill? Yeah, it sucks. Here's what you do. You don't go to the gym. You buy yourself a treadmill. You put it in your living room in front of your TV. And I know you don't watch movies. You just watch YouTube. Just watch some YouTube while you walk. Do it in the comfort of your home. The gym can be intimidating. Just buy a treadmill. Since you got 20 bank accounts, you can move money around like Donald Trump. Just get yourself a treadmill.
Hug me. One thing I don't like about traveling abroad, this happened to me in Cuba. For some reason, like my credit cards don't work here. So, like, I legit, like, feel bad.
Do you guys find it odd that her credit cards wouldn't work in Kuwait? Oh my God.
I cannot contribute very much. I feel bad about that, but whatever. Anyway. Also, I don't know why. Like, what is it? Like, certain countries or what? It's annoying.
She doesn't reach her shit. Who? Mountain Girl says, I've been all over the world and my credit cards always work. Yeah, you just call your bank. Hey, I'm leaving the country. I'm going to Kuwait. Here's what city I'll be in. Where can I get money if I need it? Where can I use my card? And your bank will actually tell you. So I think he's holding on to your card.
Annoying. I gotta get off him. What was I saying?
Word salad.
Talk too much. It doesn't really matter how many people are in my chat. I just talk my mouth off anyway.
Exactly. You relieve your emotions. That's what you do. You go live because you think you're a celebrity, first of all, and you just go live when you're feeling lonely, sad, mad. Very rarely when you're happy, because when you were with Nader, you would go radio silent for 2 or 3 days because you wanted to be with Nader. But now that you're in Kuwait, married, best time of your life, we've seen you more than we have in the last 18 months.
I ordered salmon and lox with an Italian raspberry soda. Oh, salmon and lox. I've never had that. But I don't like smoked
Yeah, or she's maxed out and lying. Right, like she had to pay the rent, the utilities. If she paid the rent, God, I hope.
Is it smoked?
Wouldn't it be something if they're at eviction level? Because she didn't pay the rent while she was gone. And she's like, well, Pete, we both got to go. And she's already lining up her own place, which, if you ask me, if Salah is married man's nephew, in my opinion, allegedly, she really is going to go live at that place promised to her without Pete's. Just saying. Maybe troll detective.
Salmon? But the Italian soda sounds good. Oh, raspberry, yeah.
Well, people are projecting that she's not paying the rent, so that when she gets home, she'll have enough time to just pack her shit up, and she's already got her own next place. And if it's married man's nephew that she's making all these promises to get to Canada, that's fine, whatever. I'm just saying that if that's the case, then that mansion, which is only a 2 or 3 bedroom house, which would fit a kid really easy and whatever, some family members. But anyway, there was no intention on Pete ever moving there, so it's being kept on the down low. Do you see what I'm saying?
What are we going to do for New Year's?
She'll be like, oh, well, I can't live with him, so we're forced to move out. We're going to go our separate ways. I already set up a place. That's what I came home for. We'll hear a million stories.
Can we go? Maybe Al Shamam. That's that kebab place. Oh, my God.
All she's thinking about is food.
I love the food here. Oh, I love Middle Eastern food.
Gross. But then why are you eating so much fast food? Hardee's, McDonald's, Burger King? What the hell?
It feels like home here. It does, in a weird way. I don't know how to explain it.
No, I think she sleeps in the bedroom because there is no side table to put that damn CPAP on. So if anybody's sleeping on the couch, it's Salah. But I don't even think Salah stays in there.
Maybe the villa just reminds me. No, the villa feels... I mean, it doesn't feel not like home. But it feels like my old single self home. You know, this is like my married life here. It feels good.
Yeah, it looks ecstatic.
I don't know if I'm going to leave Salah.
Yeah, right. As she flies home into Montreal, 10 minutes from Nader and Didi.
He said that too. He's like, I can't picture my life without you every day.
She'd be like, oh my God, I can't get a train to Ottawa tonight. Can I just stay with you guys? Come on now.
We're very close, you know? People who say that are just hating and they have no idea. People say that about Salah and I too. And that's why I understand Eggs and Clara right now, because like they get similar criticism about the relationship and everything. And
No. It's not haters. You say nothing. You show no wedding photos. Nothing to prove, because we know you. You'll prove it if it's true. But if you're hiding and lying, your story goes all over the place, which it's done. Who the hell moves into a married housing situation? Or we call it an upgrade because we've kind of figured out how it works there. So anyway, why would you do that if you're leaving? That makes no sense. And if eventually Salah's going to move to Canada because we know you don't want to live in Kuwait, I mean, if you were really married and happy, you wouldn't even go home. You'd be like, that's my new home. That's where I am. Let me get all the paperwork done. Yeah, and you even said you don't want to live in Kuwait. So how's this marriage going to work? That's weird.
you know.
So that's why we speculate. It's called speculating, not hating. Speculating. And some people who've probably tapped it right on the nose are on your list of hate.
I think my perspective on like age has changed. I used to think
I would think so, since you're calling Dee Dee grandma for being 5 years older than Nader. And you are how many years? 10 years older than Salah.
you know I age shamed Dudu a lot. Well, she's
Of course life's a beach, probably by the uncle. They're probably filthy rich people. Remember the whole mansion? Went to the mansion, got some nut salsa. La 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 la. That mansion, which is really just a house, we call it that, is probably waiting for her. As soon as this transaction is done. Not so fast. You got to fulfill the transaction. So there's that.
Well, she's like Barney Rubble, so that's different.
May even be getting enough money to pay off her tax problem. There's other ways to make money besides YouTube, people. Okay. Can't wait to see it.
Older women have experience, they're wiser. You know?
What the hell is a COOF mask? What's that? What's a coof mask?
I feel a lot wiser. Do I seem wise? No? Okay.
I'm gonna tell you right now, she is very lucky to not be in Iran.
So, I think I want to start doing some TikTok. Maybe some challenges and stuff.
Look at her trying to find ways to put herself out there as a celebrity. You're gonna start doing TikToks. What are you gonna do for content? You could do that on your channel right here and rebuild your whatever. C19 antibacterial. Oh, okay. Oops.
For Sal and I to do. So I have to lose weight because obese people don't live very long. Like really obese people. From what I can see. Do you guys know any 90-year-old really obese people? Maybe they just became obese like that year, like in the nursing home. They like started binging or something. I don't know. I'm looking forward to living in a nursing home, honestly. Being taken care of and not having to.
I wouldn't ever want to live in a nursing home.
Meals. All you have to do is watch soap operas and get wheeled down to lunch every day.
Well, if that's how it works in Canada, you're lucky, because that's not how it works in the United States. Yeah, 2 months later, we haven't discussed Salah coming to Canada. That means they've discussed it. That means it's a plan.
And you get your diaper changed for free. I don't think I'm gonna mind, honestly. And some nursing homes have cats. Oh yeah, my mom was 17 and oh really, Tyler? How old are you? She was more of a friend, yeah. No, growing up she was pretty strict with things. Like she wouldn't let me eat Count Chocula cereal till I was grown up. She wouldn't let me watch The Simpsons. I had to go to bed when the sun was out sometimes.
My God, nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. Oh my God.
Pretty protective.
Oh, it doesn't work like that in Canada. Gotcha. She wants to live in a nursing home. She's so ignorant. I know.
On her own.
It's just to get people's attention, so they'll talk about her.
Single mom. Never did. No. Never.
Can you imagine if every reaction channel literally just stopped talking about her? I think she would rage.
Not to drink or anything. Well, I mean, like within reason. I'm not saying that's like makes you a bad person or anything, but like she was just like really hustled. Like she really wanted me. You know, like I wasn't an accident. My sister was an accident.
Yeah, we know the love you have for your sister, which probably prompted all your bad behavior because she came along, got some attention. Oh boy. We see when Peach tries to get attention in your live streams, what happens?
Well, and of course, she was a miracle. I prayed for her every night to have a sister. But she wasn't planned. My mom was thinking her 30s. Oh, the R word half slipped. Whatever.
Oh yeah, when you used to say the R word, like a verb, a noun, an adjective, pronoun.
Crucify me for it then.
Crucify me for it. See, that's what happens when she says it. But she can't believe Yaba said that about something.
Seriously, like this is what happens. Don't bring your stupid, ugly, stupid, retarded fans to me.
There's the R word again.
Okay? Ugh. And yes, I'm pissed off.
As per usual.
So yeah, we talk about stuff. Like he knows like pretty much everything about me. He's willing to completely forgive. He's like, I want you to know I don't care about your past. Like everyone has a past. If you look at his Instagram quote, like my silence doesn't mean that I agree with you. It's just that your ignorance.
No, that's not the quote, but nice try.
Astounds me. And yes, he said the R word.
In fact, she said 2 quotes in one, did she not? Don't mistake my silence for ignorance is one, right? Then the other one is, just because I ignore you doesn't mean I'm weak. It means you're too stupid. I don't even know. That's what the other one is.
I'm pretty sure he probably learned that from me because he heard me say it.
Oh, yeah, the R word when he came into the chat. And, yeah, we remember. Boy, that word just flew right off his lips from Kuwait.
Did slip when I was talking to him.
So he just picked it up that quick? The R word? That quick. Boy, this was a bad filter, wasn't it? This was a bad filter she had.
Whatever. If you're gonna like fucking hate a person for saying a stupid, just like whatever. I'm sorry, it slipped. Okay.
All right. You guys just always have to. What happened to Auntie in her chat? I heard Auntie had something to say, and Chantal didn't like it. Just a rumor. I need to make something for lunch. She was very mean to her sister, yeah. A 15-year-old was bullying a 4-year-old, right? Isn't that nice? So, I have a feeling she just bullies. I mean, it's never going to change, whether it be her family, the internet, her people paying her paycheck. Like, can you even imagine? And probably was a problem when she was in the employment field. She's not one to be a team player. Listen, there's no I in team, Chantal. You can see it in the old videos how she prods at her sister. Yeah. Good God, truth is freedom. We dealing with a sociopath who suffocates a baby. Aunt Phil, Uncle Phyllis, Aunt Phil, whatever, disappeared after the niqab. Okay, makes sense. I remember seeing the clip where she read something her Aunt Phyllis said, and then she wasn't very happy about it, so there was something. Supposedly, she put her sister in the dryer and turned it on. I wonder why they're like, you need to go away for a while. Right? You're going to end up, the whole family's going to end up on the ID network. Holy crap. Well, maybe Aunt Phyllis did get upset with that. Like, enough's enough, right? Who knows? Don't care, not my circus, not my monkey. Da, 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 da. I just try to find the nuggets. Trying to figure out the plot line. Trying to figure out where we're going to go from here. Trying to figure out if Natter's... Come on, baby, let's make a video together. Come on, baby. And she's like, can you believe him saying that stuff to me? He's evil. And in the background, she's like, I can't wait to get home. We don't know. We're making shit up. But that's what we do over here. We got to make this fun somehow. We got to take the heat and the anger out of it and make it fun. Anyway. The air went to still again. Michigan, your meteorologists suck. You do this to us all the time. This is probably just a ploy, just for us to all buy a bunch of water and shit and fill our gas tanks. You never know. Greedy bastards. Getting all these people to fill their gas tanks. Ha. Oh, of course. I mean, I'm sorry, but she lost weight when she was with Nader. She was looking good. She dropped like 60 pounds. She was bouncing all over with him, literally. On the purple mattress, on the trap house mattress, on the mattress on the floor, right? Hopping on into stores, walking, parks, everything. But now, this is happier than that. Not seeing it. Thomas Fuentes. Yes. Amen. It's bad here in Washington State. Ice and rain. Wow. Jesus gave his life. Yeah, you already said that. I said amen. Foodie Beauty's happy because she's... What? Nader has been funny lately and truthful. Yeah, he has been really funny. He has been really funny, so there's that. He ain't my boyfriend, so what do I care? Thank you, Thomas. I think she is way in over her covered head. Possibly. But we actually, you know, we're on the fence. It could be all the things, right? She still wants to get home, even though she's dealing with her problems at home that she ran away from. And, yeah, I think I would have dealt with my problems at home and learned something and grew a little and, you know, helped my character out and helped me grow up. I wouldn't have just, I gotta go. And then picked a country that you know nothing about their culture, nothing. Are you kidding me? Listen, I get afraid enough to leave a country and go eat their food that's not regulated like the USDA does, restaurant inspections and shit. Like Canada, they're cleaner than our food. And you think I'd go take a chance? Listen, my aunt almost died in Mexico, okay? She went down to Mexico and she got one of those parasite things. It damn near killed her. You know what I'm saying? So I have that fear. I would no thank you. Gosh. Yeah, your food in Canada is over-inspected, and I wish we were. And California is starting to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody just cheats on regulations, you know what I'm saying? Like, they'll just do a sample. They don't do a whole batch, just a sample section. Crazy. Thank you guys for being here. I love y'all. And I'm going to go live Christmas Eve, tomorrow night instead of tomorrow day. For any of you out there alone, like me and Mr. No Madness, right? So I'm going to go live. Nobody's obligated to be here. Just going to go live. For those of us that miss our kids and grandkids and we can't be together, and people that are going through it in the storm and they're trapped indoors, I'm going to go live Christmas Eve, probably about 8 p.m. tomorrow night, Eastern Standard Time. And we'll hang out. And we'll have some laughs. Maybe we'll watch a Shanny cooking video. Something to make us laugh. Foodie Beauty's not doing it for us. All right. See you later. Bye, guys.